Ghana. Ghanaians want government to renegotiate nation's first lithium deal. Many Ghanaians are demanding that the government renegotiate the Awoya lithium project deal with Australian mining company Atlantic Lithium. As covered by Northern Reports, quote, the lithium mining lease granted for 15 years to Barari DV Ghana, a subsidiary of Atlantic Lithium, includes a 10% royalty and 13% free carried interest by the state, unquote. According to CNR, the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Jinapor, ginned up the agreement by asserting that Ghana's 19% state participation, coupled with the requirement to list the venture on the Ghana Stock Exchange, will eventually turn the 10% royalty into a 30% state participation. Opposition party, the National Democratic Congress, NDC, argues that because of the nature of the contract and its lack of transparency, the 30% state participation cannot be guaranteed. For instance, as reported by Peace FM, policy advisor of the People's National Convention, Atiq Muhammad, explains that the agreement is, quote, not protected by any law. What that implies is that there could be future agreements where the royalty rate will not be 13% because it is at the discretion of the minister, unquote. As reported by Graphic Online, the NDC also points out that it is not mandatory for Barari to process the lithium before export, as promised by the administration of President Nana Akufo-Addo. The NDC, headed by former President John Mahama, also recommends that Ghana forego the traditional colonial royalty contract and opt for service agreements or joint ventures to give the Ghanaian government a prominent share of the operation. The NDC also criticizes the government for giving Barari a 10-year tax holiday when it should be paying 35% in taxes. The NDC justifies this position by informing that although the government has allowed Barari to register under the Ghana Free Zones Authority to avoid paying taxes during the first 10 years, this practice is uncustomary with mining companies operating in the country. The Awoya Lithium Project Agreement should be presented to Parliament for ratification or non-ratification by the first quarter of 2024.